Today I want to show you why it's so important that you play to live. I have a good example here from a Burnin T'Challa game. We're on round 3. Despite the fact that we had pretty much lost the team fight, we were able to maintain control over the objective for longer just by recycling who was standing on the point and playing to live. I'll show you everything still start to finish like normal, and I'm going to show you how we use the teleporter to trap someone to get them to walk into penny mines to give us the advantage.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
This looks like a gig for the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Pentagram.
Sure, those are bad guys.
Fucking helpful.
You're welcome.
This is real firepower.
Who am I? Invisible? Counting on you, friends.
Here we got really lucky that Loki fell for the trap and walked into the penny mines, and I'd used my ult immediately afterwards, expecting a team fight to happen and trying to clean them up, but then we immediately got a pick on Cloak and Dagger as well. So unfortunately it was a wasted ultimate, but at least we managed to win the fight.
Systems restoring.
Someone scratch my back.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
You're ready for action.
The mission area is yours.
Yeah, what an upgrade.
I'll patch you up.
I'm doing this my way. You're ready for action.
Nice.
Powering up.
Battlefield ready again.
You're welcome.
Shields up.
Hearing Star-Lord ult and Invisible Woman use her ult to counter it, I immediately backed away to put myself into position to where I could use my ult right afterwards. I didn't jump directly into the Cloak and Dagger ult from main because of the fact that I don't really like standing next to my teammates, because a lot of times if there's an Eye of Agamotto or an enemy team ult that's going to happen, it's going to hit all of us at once, so I try to keep my distance from my teammates. Unfortunately, Star-Lord sees me up here prepping to use my ultimate, so he immediately goes on the offensive, and now I'm just going to try and stay alive.
Us against the world.
This is
I typically don't like using my ultimate immediately after an enemy support like Cloak and Dagger uses their ultimate because they'll just burn right through it. But in this instance, I wanted to use it to try and keep my team alive a little bit longer so we could maintain control over the objective. Unfortunately, both my Punisher and Invis managed to die. So now we're down 2 people and they have a huge advantage over us. And now what we want to do is try and hold on to this point as long as possible and not let it flip, so that way we can get the percentage as high as we can.
real firepower.
More than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Your powers are mine.
Against the world. Systems restoring.
You get a weapon. You get a...
You can see here, I'm prioritizing survival while also trying to send heals to my teammates so that way they can stay on the point as long as possible. I'm jumping between the 2 pillars while also shooting heals down below to try and keep them up, and also just throwing my res station down in case someone might need it. Brandon was contesting the point for a little while, but then had to hop off due to the fact that he was low on health, but luckily we bought enough time that Cloak and Dagger was able to come back so she can start healing him up. And then as he leaves the point, Spidey steps onto it. So now, because of the fact that he's still contesting, the point's not going to flip. And after Spidey is done ulting, I'm going to step on the point to try and hold it for longer as well.
Weapon. You get a weapon.
You're welcome.
Put some pep in my step. They got behind you.
My good deed for the day.
As any sort of squishy character, you're not able to contest the point for very long, so I could only stand on there for a second before Brandon steps on it and he starts contesting the point. Now I can shoot heals down at him and try and keep him up as long as possible, hopefully buying more time for our team to come back.
Watch out there.
He's almost yours.
You up.
Despite the fact that we had basically lost that team fight early on, we weren't able to kill the rest of us and we were able to cycle who was standing on it, we never let the point flip out of our favor. You only need one person to contest the objective, so a lot of times what you want to do is have someone hold and anchor the point down, and then as that person gets low, trade places with somebody else. Tanks are typically the ones to be able to contest the point, but at the same time, if they get too low, you can trade places with the support or a DPS, even if they might not be able to hold it as long. This is the reason why that kills don't matter to me as much as deaths do. Because when you're dead, you're not able to contest the objective and you're not able to pull attention, pull resources, you're not able to do anything at all. And even though me, Spidey, and Penny didn't get any kills, we are still able to hold on to the objective, and that's what matters the most.
Much better.
A little help, please.
I unleash the Vishanti's power. Stand down!
You're ready for action.
We can always count on you, Spider.
Again!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
At the same time, because I prioritized staying alive before, I was able to keep my res station up in that top left area where the enemy didn't notice it, and now I was able to bring Strange back with us. Even when you die and you come back to the fight in about 30 seconds, it doesn't really matter as much because of the fact that you still have to reposition afterwards. The bonus of staying alive longer means that you're able to reposition into better places faster. And when you die, not only do you need to come back from spawn, but you also need to give yourself time to position yourself someplace better and position where you want your res station, whereas because I was alive the whole time, it was already up and I was already in a good position for the next fight.
It's a long way down. You're vulnerable.
You're ready for action. My good deed for the day.
Fear Magneto!
You're welcome.
That's what I needed.
This is real firepower.
I am
My
strengthened
good
for
deed
battle.
for the day.
And that's us securing the win. Because I had prioritized staying alive, I was able to help my team out and contest the objective longer and buy enough time for them to come back so that way we could win the game. If I had died at any point during this round, I wouldn't have been there to help keep my team up to help them keep contesting that objective. It is so crucial that you prioritize surviving in these games because of how much value you bring just by being alive. Our team, with good positioning and good rotations, allowed us to win this round despite the fact that we lost a fight halfway through. The enemy team was able to secure a lot of final hits on my team during this round, but at the end of the day, it didn't matter because they never secured the objective anyway. This is always why when people flex how many finals they did or how much damage they did in a game, it doesn't really matter to me. Yes, lots of times getting final hits helps you secure objectives, but a lot of times if you're getting final hits and it doesn't lead to securing the objective, it didn't matter what you did anyway. And a lot of times what's holding players back isn't how many final hits they get, but how many deaths they have in a game. One of the best ways to help you secure more wins and reach higher ranks is to prioritize survival and using natural cover. The longer you're alive, the more that you can do. Anyway, I know this one is short, but I hope you still found it helpful, and thank you again for watching.